Facebook quick.
All right. So,
Sure.
sometimes it takes a minute to catch up, but we'll get going anyways because it's 7 o'clock. Hopefully we will have some people joining us, but we are going, I think most people are like, oh, she's going to be live on Facebook and Instagram, so we don't have to hop on Zoom, but I always love when people hop on Zoom so we can kind of chat back and forth too. Is it showing up, Krishna?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, can you see people or just the oils and emotions?
I can see people depending on which page I'm on.
Okay.
On the Zoom.
No, I'm talking about on Facebook.
Oh, hold on. I have to go back there.
No worries. Oh, Linda's popping on. Awesome.
I can see you and the oils and emotions slide.
Okay, that's perfect. Good deal. We'll get going. So, first of all, thank you for those that are popping on. I'm super excited to be on. I think this is our third Monday night class in a row. Trying to be a little bit more consistent in sharing essential oils because that's what we absolutely love to do. So we are so glad that you are here and hope that this information can benefit you. If there is somebody that you think would also benefit from this information, please go ahead and tag them in this or share it with them or do whatever to get the information in their hands because we just really love blessing people. So that being said, welcome. This class, as you can see if you're watching on Zoom or Facebook, is all about oils and emotions, which I thought was pretty big because I don't know about you, but my emotions have been all over the place lately. I feel like they call it COVID crazy. With these Monday night classes, we are also going to be doing giveaways. So at the end of this class, I have a Google form that I will have you fill out if you qualified for an entry. And how do you qualify, Angela? You might be asking. Well, if you share this class with a non-Young Living member and they come to the class and you're on the class, then you are qualified to be entered into the giveaway, which we will draw at the following Monday night's class. And this is going to be a really good class, and so is next week, which I'll get to that. So you're going to definitely, if you're looking for oils for emotions, I don't know, I think next week's class is almost better when I'm thinking about it. So I'm pumped for that. But emotions can definitely be difficult. And even scary, and it is so much easier to just suppress our emotions, right? To just hold them in than to actually recognize, feel, and process them, right? Can anybody feel me on that one? However, okay, this is true for you and if you have children. The ability to recognize, to feel, to process, and to actually release those emotions will enable you to function in a more positive and successful state so that you can live the life that you are meant to live, okay? God did not make us to be depressed. He did not make us to be sad. He did not make us to be miserable. He made us to be happy, okay? So we learn about emotions and we develop our emotions right away from birth through early childhood development and onward, which means that helping children even recognize emotions and to learn to process emotions is a really powerful gift that you can give as a parent or as a caregiver. But it also means that if you didn't, or if your children didn't develop and utilize effective techniques to process emotions early on, you may have some catching up to do. And this is a really important step. So don't worry, we're going to give you all the tools that you need to be able to process your emotions in a healthy way, okay? In this class, we're going to share some very popular essential oils that can be used with various emotions and also different techniques to be able to make using your oils a little bit more effective for all ages, okay? For those of you that don't know, my name is Angela Mann and I love essential oils, okay? I'm very passionate about sharing them, especially when it comes to emotions, because if anybody knows my story, 8 years ago, I was severely depressed, severely anxious, and in just a really dark place in life. And I just have to say thank God for Young Living, helping me to make all of the lifestyle changes that I did between some coaching and prayer and meditation and exercising and essential oils to absolutely change my life and absolutely rock my world. And this coming from somebody who was on depression and anxiety medication for 15 years, okay? When you're on medication like that, I feel like you really just don't even feel anymore. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping people the right way support their emotions, okay? So I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to make medical claims here. I'm not trying to treat, diagnose, cure, or anything like that. I'm going to share my story and some of the things that I know has helped me along the way and that I hope can help you too if you're struggling with any sort of things in your emotions that need support. So let's go around quickly. Well, not go around. If you can put in the chat, in the comments, introduce yourself and share how you know either me or the person that invited you to this class, okay? And then we will get going. So again, our giveaway today for this class is going to be a mini wellness emotion kit, okay? A couple roller bottles, and then also a diffuser to be able to use your essential oils for wellness. So make sure that you are going and commenting in this class as you're on and sharing this class with other people and just interacting as best you can, even if it's on social media, okay? The first important thing to do is to talk about the science of essential oils, okay? Some of you are like, yes, I love the science, and some of you are like, check, I am leaving. When talking about essential oils, though, it's really important to mention the limbic system, okay? It's a system of nerves and networks in the brain that controls your basic emotions. We're not going to go too much into more in depth than that, but it controls your emotions and your drives. It's like your emotional brain, okay? It supports 5 major important functions: emotions, behavior, motivation, long-term memory, and sense of smell, which are sort of all tied together, okay? And essential oils can actually be used to tap directly into the limbic system and stimulate memories and emotions. As you inhale essential oils, right? So if I take my essential oil bottle and I go ahead and I just even smell it, and I just inhale the aroma of that, the tiny molecules will enter into my nasal cavity and pass through the olfactory bulb. And your olfactory bulb is part of your limbic system, and therefore your response to an aroma is going to be an emotional before it can be rational, okay? So this is really great news. That means you can actually use essential oils to recall memories, both good and sometimes bad. And if it's the bad ones, you can recall those memories and help actually release cellular memories stored in our body, allowing you to process them and allowing you to move past them, which is a really important thing. We all regularly come in contact with reactions to smells, right? You walk into the house at dinner time and you smell your favorite meal cooking. Your emotions are instantly triggered to fond memories you may have had of that meal, and you feel joyful, right? You smell the cologne your grandfather used to wear, and it instantly triggers those emotions based on your relationship. If you had a good relationship with your grandfather, you're going to have good feelings. If you had a bad relationship, or maybe he passed away, you're going to either feel anger or sadness. That's all linked to the sense of smell. So now that we covered the science a little bit anyways, we're going to dive into these powerful blends and talk about how they can be used. So in the comments or in the chat, go ahead and share a scent that always reminds you of something, like maybe cinnamon sticks around the holiday or fresh baked cookies, okay? The first one we're going to jump right into is called Harmony. This is like an uber old bottle of Harmony. But this is a blend of some really powerful oils like sacred sandalwood, lavender, ylang ylang, frankincense, orange oil, angelica, geranium, lots of different oils in there. I'm not going to name them all, but rose oil is also in this one. So it is a blend that contains scents to provide an uplifting experience when you smell it. I cannot speak today. Oh my goodness. Okay, when you smell it. Using positive affirmations with oils make their effects even more powerful. So this is really important, especially, even when you're using oils with your kids at night. You put oils on and you repeat those positive affirmations. You are loved, you are smart, you are healthy, right? Your body is listening, their body is listening. So as you connect a positive thought or affirmation to a physical smell, you begin to connect the two and you begin to establish a more intentional experience. So how can you use Harmony to benefit you and your emotions? You can diffuse 4 to 6 drops up to an hour 3 times a day. That's what they recommend. It's the perfect to diffuse in your home, to diffuse around your children that are playing, to kind of keep the atmosphere light and fun. I remember this was one that was recommended to me when we became a newly blended family. A dear friend of mine, she's like, do you have the Harmony oil diffusing? Because the kids didn't mesh the greatest right away, and Harmony was a really good one to help. You can diffuse Harmony oil around your spouse to bring a sense of peace and harmony between the two of you if that is needed. You can apply 2 to 4 drops to your collarbone for inner harmony and repeat the affirmation, I am one with all. So wonderful, wonderful oil to start with. The next oil that we're going to go over is forgiveness oil. Okay, forgiveness, this is a quote, forgiveness is not always easy. At times it feels more painful than the wound we suffered to forgive the one that inflicted it. And yet there is no peace without forgiveness. And sometimes that is forgiving ourselves, right? So when you want to support your emotions, sometimes that's going to take a lot of work, but a lot of needed work. In a life full of relationships, there's going to be a lot of times that we need to forgive. When we're bothered by actions of others in our past, we're filled with anger and hate and resentment and emotional pain. Forgiveness is a way to release all of those negative emotions from your inner self and really begin the healing process. So one useful technique is to combine deep breathing with this oil, especially when you're inhaling forgiveness oil. So deep breathing can be as easy as just stopping what you're doing. I don't know if anyone has an Apple Watch, but they literally every so often will tell you it's time to deep breathe. Inhale, exhale, right? So just stop what you're doing every once in a while. If you have a diffuser bracelet, I must have just taken mine off, a diffuser bracelet, you can have oils on you all day long. When I first started, I always had a diffuser necklace on me, and I just literally would just pick up my diffuser necklace and smell it during the day and just take those really deep breaths. And then as you release your breaths that you slowly took in, and repeat that just a few more times, thinking that you're letting go of any emotions that don't serve you. Super, super important, okay? So forgiveness is another oil. You guys, these all come in a kit. It's called the Feelings Kit, and I'll kind of tell you about that at the end. But all of these oils have like some really incredible oils in it. So some of the oils in here, Melissa oil, that's like such an amazing oil. And again, frankincense, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, angelica, bergamot, Roman chamomile, rose oils in this one too. Rose oil is a huge component for our emotions. However, it also is one of the most expensive. So when you can find it in a blend and still get the benefits of it for a little less of the cost, that's kind of cool too, right? So how to use this one, you can diffuse forgiveness oil. That's a really great one. Apply 2 to 4 drops directly on your rib cage or on your feet. Dilution not required except for the most sensitive skin. So suggested affirmation for this one is going to be, I learn from all of life's experiences. Okay? I learn from all of life's experiences. And as always, I will pop the sway link to this class in the comments on my Facebook page or on my Instagram, so you can have this class which will show you all of the different affirmations. Okay? So the next oil that we're going to talk about is called, was I holding up the wrong one? I might have been holding up the wrong one. So Inner Child. Inner Child is the next oil, and I absolutely love this oil. Oh, I got to share with this. Forgiveness oil. Right in the beginning, when I had just gotten divorced, and one of my kiddos was super, super struggling. We did a Zyto scan on him. It's where you scan your hands and it tells you what essential oils your body is lacking based on your biomarkers and all this kind of stuff. It's a super cool thing. If you've never heard of it, you might check out at this point in the class thinking this lady is kind of crazy, but I promise, don't leave yet. Okay. Anyways, his scan showed forgiveness oil. And so I put forgiveness oil on him, and I was so excited because I was like, okay, clearly he needs some forgiveness oil. And he just started sobbing, and he had no clue, right? This is why oils work, okay? They work on kids, and kids don't have any clue what's going on when in that sense. So he was sobbing, and he sobbed, and he sobbed, and he fell asleep just sobbing, laying on me. And he woke up the next day, and you could tell he just had let it go. And that was such a cool experience. That's happened to me with different oils, not forgiveness. But anyways, next oil is Inner Child. Okay, you may have asked yourself at one point or another, who am I, right? Maybe you asked yourself this and you felt so many different things at different times throughout your life. In that transition from child to teenager or teenagers to an adult, maybe when graduating from college or searching for a career, maybe when you entered into a relationship and you just needed to figure out who you are as you intertwine your life with somebody else's life. The sweet fragrance of inner child can encourage you to connect with your authentic self, okay? This, again, is going to be a blend of orange and tangerine and Royal Hawaiian sandalwood. If you've used this oil, comment with a testimony of any of the oils that we've used so far. So again, the affirmation, this is a good one you can use topically, or all of the emotional oils are really good to diffuse. People will say, well, where do we put the oils? If you haven't been to an Essential Oil 101 class, great spots for emotional oils are going to be on your wrists, behind your ears, the back of your neck, the bottom of your feet, over your heart, right? Joy oil over your heart every day. Who doesn't need a little joy? Can I get an amen? Okay, so suggested affirmation with inner child is, I release the past. Those of you that are watching and you're thinking, you know what, she was talking about oils and emotions, and I thought maybe this was gonna go a little bit more towards not just emotional support, but really diving into some of those oils to use for occasional blues or occasional nervousness. I will be doing that on next week's class as well. So this kind of leads up to that class. So hang in with me, okay? The next oil that I absolutely love is an oil called Present Time. So here's another great quote for you. The past is behind. I'm so sorry. I haven't even been, I don't know, Krishna, you should have stopped me. I haven't even been changing the slide for you guys, but the slides don't show all that much. So I will try and just go past these ones. And remember, I did this last week too. Present time. There we go. Okay, now we're where we need to be. Present time. The past is behind, so learn from it. The future is ahead, so prepare for it. The present is here, so live it. Right? Sometimes that's hard for some of us. I know that's a hard one for me, to just be present on the now, right? When you are working, be present for your work. When you are having family time, be present for your family time, right? So important. Present time contains sweet almond, bitter orange, black spruce, and ylang ylang. Great emotional oils. When you diffuse an oil like Present Time, it helps you focus on the here and the now. So you can get beyond the past and move forward. This is such a great one, you guys. This may be one of my favorite emotional oils. It was created, peace and calming aside, it was created to help bring people into the moment, okay? Not be so scatterbrained. Pair meditation with Present Time or prayer with Present Time, whatever you choose to call it, and that will give you even more powerful effect, okay? This blend is really, really perfect for just that calm breathing, focusing on your breath, focusing on your present thoughts, having some of that quiet time. Maybe when you're reading your Bible, you're journaling, you're talking to God, you're really just kind of getting in that quiet space, right? Present Time is awesome for that. So if you've used Present Time, please share a story or a testimony of when you've used this oils. It's so easy for people to see why physical oils work. Why when you have an occasional ache and pain and you put Panaway on, you can feel it working. It's a little harder for people to get into the whole emotional science behind oils. But really, you guys, emotional oils, like we talked about in the beginning, they can go through your nose and get to your brain. God made us with this blood-brain barrier that says toxins out, right? That's why sometimes medications don't always work in dealing with emotions, because they can't pass the blood-brain barrier, okay? That's what I learned in nursing school. That is not essential oil stuff being thrown at you. But essential oils have low enough molecular weight and they're non-toxic, so they can pass through the blood-brain barrier and work on the limbic system like they are supposed to help you release emotions, find joyful emotions, let go of some of those sad emotions. So here's a couple different tips when talking about Present Time. So if you are a mama, it is great for diffusing or wearing when you're having those moments with your little ones, to just stay in those, being present in those moments and making those memories with your kids. It's also a great oil for mamas during delivery. If you are somebody that's at social gatherings a lot. Present time can help you just be in the now in those social gatherings. You can use present time when you're spending time with your family, when you're spending time with your friends, at social gatherings, or even alone, like I said, during prayer or meditation. So apply 2 to 4 drops directly 2 inches below the belly button. They give all these specific points for using these oils, you guys, and I know there's a little bit of science to do with it, maybe not science, to do with it. Somehow, some reason they're saying this is the best spot. Here's what I'm gonna say. Just use the oil. Just get the oil on. If you don't know where to put the oil, I'm yelling again, I'm sorry I do that. If you don't know where to put the oil, put it on the bottom of your feet, okay? That works. It will go where it needs to go. Oils are smart. Okay, suggested affirmation for present time is I see clearly. I feel like I wanna start singing. Okay, next oil I want to talk about is Release essential oil. Oh, how I love Release essential oil. I was having some hard times today, and my dear friend Kelly was like, Angela, have you used Release oil? Have you used Surrender oil? And I was like, no. I was like, oh, okay, I'll go put on my oils, right? So easy to tell people to put on oils, but just like anything else, when it comes to taking care of ourselves, we're not always the best at doing it. I can oil my kids up all day long. I'm having a mental breakdown, and do I go grab the Release? I'm too busy having the mental breakdown, right? That's when my kids come and they sprinkle oils on me. They're like, Joy, here, from across the room. Or my husband yesterday, he's like, I filled all the diffusers. I could smell the joy and white angelica, right? Okay, what we do for our loved ones and what they do for us. Thank God for oils. Okay, Release is a blend of all these really, really good oils. Blue tansy's in it, again, roses in it, Royal Hawaiian sandalwood, some of the citrus oils. So this one, you guys, all right, hear me out here, it gives you the relaxing aroma that facilitates your ability to let go of anger and frustration. You're like, give me a gallon, right? Or maybe not. Maybe you're not an angry person. Maybe you're not frustrated at the world at all right now. And then we need to chat because I'm going to need your tips. Okay, so it promotes harmony and balance when diffused. My mentor told me, because my son is an empath, he takes everybody else's, one of my sons, he takes everybody else's emotions on. And she said, you know what? You need to put Release oil on the bottom of his feet a few times a day, because this will help him just let go of everybody else's emotions that he's carrying, so he can't even get out his own emotions. And this, I will say, has been a huge, huge game changer. So if you have anybody, or maybe you yourself are someone that you just seem to, no matter who walks in the room, you pick up on their energy, right? Release oil, guys, Release oil. Okay, great essential oil. So let's talk still Release oil. We'll talk about teenagers, right? It's no secret that teenagers are emotional. If my mom is on here, she's probably saying, gosh, I wish that we had essential oils when my daughter was, probably 15, not good times for her. Lots of changes are going on in those teenagers' bodies, right? They're transitioning from childhood to adulthood, and they often struggle with having that dependence while also having, with being dependent on their parents, while also having a strong desire to be independent. They can feel overwhelmed by the emotional and physical changes they're experiencing. So communicating your love for your child in an effective way during these times, and the difficult life changes. I can't even imagine being a teenager right now with everything that's going on. Actually, all the life stages, I'm like, oh my gosh, how are people handling this, right? So tools, giving your teenagers the tools to release those unwanted emotions can be huge and really, really helpful in creating that healthy teen, allowing them to feel and to process their emotions in a healthy manner. It is so important to process your emotions, to understand why you're having those emotions, to let them go if they're not serving you. So movement can be used in various forms of intensity to work through or release different emotions. Many people find like high intensity fitness, such as running or sports like boxing, successful in like releasing those stressors and frustrations. And some people find slow intentional movement like yoga great for releasing anxious feelings and kind of cultivating that sense of peace. But regardless of what you do, diffusing that release is a simple tool that anybody can do, or putting Release on the bottom of your feet. It can help you process emotions like anger, resentment, or even guilt, okay? So if you have any testimonies, if you've used Release oil, if you know anybody that has a great testimony, or you know anybody maybe that needs some Release oil, comment that down here. Don't comment their name and be like, you need release oil. That wouldn't be nice. Just privately share this with them. Okay, so suggested affirmation with release oil is I let go with ease and grace. Oh my gosh, this class is speaking to me, you guys. Okay. In the Sway link for this class, there is a couple links that I suggest checking out. One is Understanding Your Teen's Emotional Health. There's a couple other ones in here you can check out too if you're feeling like you have a teenager who needs help with emotions, okay? Valor is going to be one of the last essential oils in this kit that we're talking about. Here is Valor. Inhale courage, exhale fear, right? Courage is something that we all need. They actually just made a little kids version of Valor. I think it's called Kids Sense Power, and I haven't gotten my hands on it yet, but I'm so excited about it. Even for me, I love the kids oils. So courage is something we need at every single stage in our lives, to take our first steps, to step into school or on the bus for the first time, to get through our first presentation, to dream, to start a family, to build your own business, okay, to just get through today, right? So using Valor is a really easy and effective way to inhale courage and exhale fear. Real quick, I'm going to share my Valor story. I used to be 100% deathly afraid of heights, like afraid of walking upstairs heights. I mean, I'm talking, it was like crazy. And when I earned my first trip to Hawaii with Young Living, they took us zip lining on one of the tallest and the longest zip lining courses in North America. And we were like on the first one. There was 8 different zip lining courses, and we were on the first one, and it was like the bunny zip line, right? And I got up and I'm like, okay, I'm freaking out, but I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm pretty sure my pinky toe could still touch the floor. That's how low it was. Anyways, I went over the zip line and I just had these emotions come over me, and I was bawling, and somebody, I'm with a whole bunch of essential oil people, so everybody was like, somebody get this girl some Valor. And so everybody was putting Valor on me, and I just kept kind of just sobbing, right? Well, after that, I was able to make it through all of the ones that got higher and higher and higher, you guys. And the last course that we went over, our zipline instructor, she actually took me back out after everyone was done to just hang out there in the middle, like from some wires over what was like hundreds of, I don't even know how many, if I could say thousands of feet in the air. It was the craziest thing ever. And I have gone ziplining multiple times. I'm telling you, I could not have done that without Valor. It was so cool. I have some videos of people cheering me on as I myself was able to just run and launch myself off the zipline. It was super cool. Valor did that for me. Valor's been helpful in my kids that need the confidence and the courage to go to school, right? Valor's been really grounding for some of the kids that really just need to settle down and focus. Valor, for me though, will actually keep me up at night. Some people, Valor, it helps them sleep at night. Not me. Valor will actually do the opposite and keep me up. This is an example of how different essential oils will work different for everybody. So don't give up if you use an oil that you think will help you sleep, but then it keeps you up. Try a different oil. That's why getting kits of oils is really nice, because then you have different options. So, let's see. Again, suggested affirmation is I come from strength, okay? And I think a friend of mine, Julie Burning, she has prayer cards, affirmation cards, where she has actually paired essential oils with different Bible verses and different affirmations and different prayers. I think she still sells those. They're super, super, super cool. So all of these oils thus far that we've mentioned come in a kit, and it's called a feelings kit. It's really a great option if you're just looking for emotional support. Now, let me tell you, like I said, next week we're going to dive into more of maybe you're feeling sad. Maybe you have some occasional blues. Maybe it's a little bit more than occasional blues. Maybe you're feeling like you can't breathe because you're really nervous about a lot of things and it's making you really tense, right? Or maybe, whatever it is. Next week, we're going to talk about Gary's Great Day Protocol. We're going to talk about the oils that saved my life. We're going to talk about some different supplements. This was just kind of a tip into, hey, this is what everybody can do to support emotions, because we all have things, even from childhood, that maybe we don't remember, that somebody said to us or somebody told us, and it got stuck in our subconscious mind, right? We don't even remember it, but it is why we do the things we do, why we act the way we act, why we feel the way that we feel. And the Feelings Kit can really help us let go of some of these things. So they do have an aroma freedom technique. And again, I think there's a couple different people that I know that are aroma freedom technique practitioners, Julie Burning again being one of them. If you know somebody else that does that, you can pop the names in the comments too. It's always nice to see who you jive with the best. But aroma freedom technique, or AFT, is a technique that uses the power of scent to kind of gently shift your awareness from negative thoughts, feelings, memories, and initiate more positive outlook and attitude, right? Who needs that? Can I get an amen, right? That sounds really awesome. Let's look into that. Maybe Julie can hop on and do a live one of these days for us. Because this results in greater confidence and inner freedom, right? When we're no longer stuck in that negative mindset, we're free to create the life we desire. But if the moment we wake up out of bed, we're feeling like today is going to be a crappy day, well then guess what? Today is probably going to be a crappy day. And for some of us, it's really hard to get out of that feeling, right? We hold on to it no matter what people say to us or what nice things are happening. We're like, no, I woke up this morning and I said it's going to be a bad day, so it is going to be a bad day, darn it all. It doesn't matter what you do for me, I'm going to be mad, right? So maybe you need some AFT. This 12-step process is yet another tool that you can use to release emotions. It includes using some essential oils. You can help release some of those memories that maybe are holding you back, that are making you feel like, hey, you're not good enough. You can't do this. You don't deserve to be happy. We gotta let that go, you guys, because none of those things are true. You do deserve to be happy. You do deserve to feel calm. You do deserve to dream big. You do deserve to live the life that you want to live, okay? It's a simple process. It starts with just setting an intention or a goal that you want to achieve, even one you don't believe that is attainable. And you rate that intention on a scale of 1 to 10, and you move through a series of steps, incorporating your essential oils, which will allow you to move through different emotions. You can use common oils like Stress Away, frankincense, lavender, lemon, and thieves to help you kind of tap into some of these memories and then release them. So important. If you need help, you guys, if you are struggling, I promise you, I can point you in the right direction, okay? I want to help. So if any of this is sounding like, oh my gosh, I need this, please get a hold of me. This is my desire. This is my passion. This is where God put a fire in me to help other people so they don't have to feel like I felt for so many years. So they can feel like I feel now, which is so, so, so amazing. Okay. So you can also use some of your favorites that might be like Inner Child, Release, Transformation, Believe Oil. The Aroma Freedom technique actually is a technique that is started by Dr. Benjamin Purkis, but there are a lot of practitioners that have trained through him that can do that work. So the Feelings Kit. If you're like, you know what, I just want a little emotional support. Life is crazy right now. Maybe you're not like miserably stressed out or whatever, but you're like, I could see where it's probably a good idea to get on the supporting my emotions bandwagon, right? The Feelings Kit is a great place to start, and it's an incredibly affordable way to purchase 6 of the most powerful emotional blends. So the Feeling Kit is going to be $181 at wholesale cost, and I'm going to tell you how you can get that wholesale and just show you what a good deal the Feelings Kit is. If you were to order Present Time, Inner Child, Valor, Harmony, Forgiveness essential oils individually, they'd be about $213. So the Feelings Kit, you're getting them for only $181, meaning you're going to save $32, and you also get Release Oil, which is a $39 value, and Harmony, which is a $71 value. That's crazy, you guys. So it's a huge savings to order them in this kit if you like a majority of the oils. When you order the Feelings Kit on our Essential Rewards program, you're going to earn between $18 to $45 back in Young Living cash that you can go splurge on some new lipstick, okay, or whatever it is you want to splurge on through Young Living, because we have everything. And then because it will be over $100, you will also get free shipping. So you get this shipped to you for free. You just have to pick the free shipping option. It is eligible, you guys. When I talk about ER points, If you've accumulated already over 200 or over 180 Essential Rewards points, you can get this kit for free, right? How awesome is that? Like, that is what I'm gonna do with my next stock up of free stuff. And so it's a really, really great thing. Now, if you're not a Young Living member yet, because somebody blessed you and they shared this class with you, and maybe you have no clue what oils are, but that's okay, because we do lots of classes, we do lots of education, we have a great community, we have great Facebook groups, we have great leaders, we have great teams. We will help you, okay? It is definitely the best option. So when you become a member, you're gonna be able to purchase these products at 24% off of the retail price, and join our loyalty program, our rewards program, and be able to help your friends get their own kit and get a thank you check for helping them get started, okay? It's easy. All you have to do is go back to the person who invited you to this class, okay? Reach out to them and ask for their referral number, okay? It's always nice to support the people who are trying to bless you. So ask them what their referral number is, and then they will send you a link and you can go ahead and get started that way. Once you order, if you end up in our little community, I will make sure to introduce you to our community, send you a welcome package with everything you need to get started, including some really good reference information, okay? The premium starter kit, if you're not a member yet, you have two options, okay? Think about this here. If you just want emotional support, absolutely, there's something called the basic starter kit. You do get stress away with it, and it includes your wholesale membership, one-time fee for life, okay? Gets you into Young Living, not something you have to do every year. You can get a basic starter kit for $35, so you can still get the Feelings kit at the wholesale, $181, okay? Now, if you're like, you know what, I got some emotional stuff going on for sure, but I also have some occasional aches and pains, and I also want to stay healthy, and I also could use a little bit more energy, and I also have some digestive issues, and I also feel stressed. The best way to go in this case, and I know these oils that we touched on are not in this kit, but there's almost sometimes even better oils, okay? Not better, but just different. So in addition to all those things I mentioned, you do get a fair amount of essential oils, and these are more what we'll talk about next week, but you do get your stress away. Holy heaven, I love stress away. Peace and calming. This bad boy saved my life, okay? Lavender. Some people are going to use this for calming, for emotions. Valor, we did talk about that one, does come in there. And then you're going to get frankincense. So the and all these other kits. But again, you also get 13 oils, okay? You tracking with me? 13 oils and a diffuser for $165. And then you get your emotional oils. You get your occasional aches and pains and digestive oils and pretty much anything you need to have oils. So that's a good option too. If you don't know which one to get, send me a message and I will talk you through it, or go to the person who sent you to this class, and I'm sure that they'd be more than willing to help you decide what's a better thing. Is it the Feelings kit or is it the Premium Selection kit with essential oils and a diffuser? If you're really interested in all of this, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and pick the Premium Selection kit, so you get your diffuser, because that's really necessary to diffuse those oils, right? Isn't she beautiful? Here, it's even different colors. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, see, it looks like a candle. For those of you that love candles, you can make it different colors. It's super cool. Okay, that's the Desert Mist diffuser. So the best, if you like really want all of it, you get the Premium Selection kit, and then you make it your first Essential Rewards order, and then your next Essential Rewards order, you set up a template and you put the Feelings kit on that one, and then you're supporting your emotions like crazy. You got a diffuser, and you also have some other things in your toolbox to help when you have other physical, emotional, mental, whatever needs you've got going on, okay? So lots of different ways that you can do it. We're here to help you regardless of how you get started. I totally recommend making your first order your Essential Rewards order, because you are going to love the products, right? You're not getting these because you're hoping that they will work, but if they don't, you don't care. You're getting these because you know that they're going to change your life. And if you know they're going to change your life, you know that you're going to use them. And if you use them, you're going to run out and you're going to need more, right? Aside from these things for emotions, there are 2 supplements that are super important for your emotional health. And that's Super B, because it's a blend of all different B vitamins which support healthy emotions, and Super D, which is vitamin D. If you live in Wisconsin like me, you surely don't get enough vitamin D. And they do recommend that everybody does supplement your vitamin D because we just can't get enough of it through food and through the good old sunshine. So those are other things you can add to your essential rewards that come every single month if you want them to come every month. And then you can start earning all these free points, 10 to 25% back, qualify for our free shipping. It's super cool. So let's see. I absolutely love essential oils. I'm super passionate about this. Please join us next Monday. We have some really fabulous classes coming all of the following Mondays. If you have people that you know are struggling, or maybe they're not struggling because you don't know, but you just feel like you need to invite them, please do. I will be posting a link in the comments. If you did bring a member, a Non-Young Living member to this class, please, or if you are new here, please fill out the Google form. So we have your name, your address, your phone number, and then I did include in there who invited you to the class, and do you want any more information on any topics about wellness, so I can get those to you. But that is your drawing entry for the mini wellness emotional support blend, which you will have some of those oils that are in the feelings kit in little bottles, plus an essential oil diffuser. Okay, so drawing for that will be at the next class, as long as we have anybody that qualifies. All right, questions, anybody on Zoom? I'm gonna go ahead and stop the Facebook Live, but I will stay on for anybody that has questions on Zoom. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for sharing this. I so appreciate every one of you. Let's see. Stop live stream. Okay.